Hi, Pet the Podcast Editor here. What in the world is an outreach strategy? In today's episode, Dan and Lloyd talk about a new sales strategy that's completely flipped the business on its head.
There's some really interesting strategies we've been testing to generate new business that have been working. So I thought, why not do an episode talking about those strategies?
You'll hear about the do's and don'ts when it comes to outreach strategies and how it's just as easy to put a client off when you go about things the wrong way.
In my opinion, a terrible outreach strategy is a cold call. Mm-hmm. That's like calling someone and saying, hey, do you want to buy this stuff?
No, thank you.
Exactly.
But the proof is in the pudding. And Dan has the numbers to show just how much of a difference a good strategy can make.
So from 15 videos, we generated 8 calls, which converted into 2 clients.
Well, it sounds like the boys might be onto something. Let's find out what it is. Right, let's get this show on the road. This is episode 74 of the Business Anchors podcast.
We're just a couple of business anchors. Welcome to the Business Anchors podcast. This jingle is slightly too long. This jingle is slightly too long.
What on earth is an outreach strategy, Dan?
Good question.
Sounds boring.
Before I answer that, and it's going to be very exciting, Lloyd,
I'm joking.
I just want to point out that you're blue.
Yes, and not in an emotional way. The colour of me is blue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for the listeners who can't see you,
Yeah.
why are you blue?
So
You're literally your whole body. Is it your whole body is painted blue?
The top half of my body
This isn't even a joke, by the way.
and my
This
face is currently completely blue, and I'm wearing a fez.
right.
Yeah, because we recorded an ad for our own business today, and I was painted by a makeup artist to be a genie.
Right. Okay.
And then we realised we needed to record a couple of podcasts today, and I wouldn't have time to go back and have a shower in between.
Nice.
So we then thought, we're brilliant marketers. That's going to be engaging for viewers of clips on the internet. They're going to say, why is Lloyd blue? What a crazy couple of guys. So we thought we'd leave it. So
I think what's actually more interesting is your flared crop top that you're wearing.
Well, let me explain this. So, for viewers, if you can see any of my top, I apologise, and this isn't me like trying to look cool. So,
You bought this.
Does anyone buy stuff online and then sometimes they try it on and it's like a ridiculous size or fit or shape, and you think that would never fit anyone's body in a good way?
Yeah.
Why does that exist? So this was one of those. I think got it in the sale. It's like a hoodie, and I thought, bloody hell, that hoodie's £8. That's really good.
Why
That's
is
a
it
great
£8?
deal. And I got there, and it's like it's short, but like flares out at the bottom. So it's like not comfy and cozy because it flares out at the bottom. So
It's
there's
a really
just
good fit,
air,
Lloyd.
and it just looks horrendous.
Like the arms are attached to the bottom of the jumper as well, so it like.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, really, really terrible.
But anyway, so going back to this episode, outreach strategy. So this is going to be a really interesting episode, actually, Lloyd. Thank you,
Okay, all
because I've prepped it, and there's some really interesting strategies we've been testing to generate new business that have been working. So I thought, why not do an episode talking about those strategies?
I think people previously have liked us talking about strategies that win us business because a lot of people are trying to do that.
Yeah.
It's relevant for a lot of people and businesses, so I'm sure it'll be interesting, really, Dan.
So you asked me before, what's an outreach strategy?
I
So
did.
let me just think of an answer. So an outreach strategy is a specific set of tactics intended to attract new customers. Depending on your complexity of your sales organization, your outreach strategy can consist of one action or a combination of multiple tactics. The goals behind your outreach strategy can vary depending on your business needs.
That sounded like you read that out, Dan.
Yeah, I did.
Right.
But ultimately, an outreach strategy is where, rather than producing marketing videos and stuff and blogs and attracting people to you, you go out there and grab them and go and say, hey, you. Like a terrible, in my mind, in my opinion, a terrible outreach strategy is a cold call. Mm-hmm. That's like calling someone and saying, hey, do you want to buy this stuff?
No, thank you.
Exactly. Whereas we've been testing some outreach strategies that have actually been working.
I was going to say,
well.
do we do outreach at Knowlton? And if we do, tell us good stuff we do.
So we never used to. For the up until maybe a year ago, everything we did was inbound marketing. We actually did a podcast episode a while ago, which was very popular, which is called something like 100% inbound strategy revealed, something like that.
I remember that.
And it talks through our inbound approach. So go listen to that if you haven't yet already. But recently, we've actually been trying a new outreach strategy on LinkedIn, Lloyd.
Oh, LinkedIn.
So what this strategy involves is every week we look on LinkedIn at people who have been engaging with our content and people who have been showing signs that they like what we do. So we get quite a lot of comments on our content saying, "Oh, this is really good. Oh, that's interesting." So
Most comments are better than that.
yeah, I mean, most comments are much better than that.
Yeah.
But so yeah, there's people who are our ideal customers, marketers from brands who we could really help and provide value for through creative video and running paid ad campaigns. And they're commenting on our stuff saying good things. So kind of showing that they've got a level of interest in what we do.
Yeah. That's kind of the inbound side, that we're like putting stuff out there and then they are the first contact to us, kind of going, "Oh, this is good. This really relates to the stuff I do.
Yeah,
this is great."
I think that's one of the first tips. If you're going to be doing outbound and going out there and trying to get customers, I really recommend tying it in with an inbound approach, because it's going to help warm those people up and not piss them off like a cold call.
So the outreach isn't just to basically random people that,
No.
they might like what I do. They might buy stuff that I sell. You've already got that inbound approach to get a pool of the right people first.
It's identifying who in our target market is showing signs that they're interested in what we do that we could help. So every week we look at those people and then create a list of those people, and then I do outreach.
You do outreach.
I do outreach. Do you wanna...
How do you do outreach?
So the way I do outreach is I then look at those people, look at their profiles, have a look at their company, try and look at what they're currently doing on social and get a gauge for kind of where they're at. Potentially they could be doing amazing things and we could think, oh, do you know what? They're already doing amazing stuff. 99% of the time, they're not, and they could be doing a lot better. There's
gaps where you think, oh, we could provide good values to improve what they're doing.
So I've started to send videos in, like as a message, as a DM, videos to these people, in a non-intrusive way, basically saying, "Hi, Sandra," or whatever their name is. Thank you.
You don't use Sandra in all of them?
No, I don't use Sandra in all of them. Obviously, use the
weird.
person's name.
Yeah.
Just to say, like, "Hi, Sandra. Thanks for the engagement in our content. We're glad that you like our stuff. I just wanted to reach out to you to see if there's any opportunity for us to have a chat to find out what you're trying to achieve and see if there's any way we can help you, and also try and caveat it with, by the way, if this isn't relevant at all when you're not interested, that's absolutely fine. But I thought, why not send you a video and just see?
It's not doing the hard sale of like,
book a call
come
in
and
now.
book a call in with me because I'm going to sell this thing to you. It's that thing of like, you've shown some signs that you like what we do. I've had a look and I've seen that we can definitely help you.
Yeah.
So if this is something that might be useful, then you know where we are. It'd be great to talk. But if it's not, that's okay.
And just to give you some data, so we've tested this in a very small way, but we're going to continue rolling it out. So from 15 videos, we generated 8 calls.
The first 15?
Yep.
Wow, that is better than I thought it would be.
Which converted into 2 clients.
Wow.
And those clients are like for a decent...
From 15 videos on your phone...
Yeah.
So we're not saying making videos that look fancy.
One point to reinforce: these people are showing intent that they're interested already. If you were doing this cold, it would be nowhere near this level.
But yeah, what I just think is interesting though, like we were already doing all the other stuff. We had people kept commenting and engaging. We just weren't taking this step. And I'm still surprised that from only sending 15 videos, we've won 2 clients.
Yeah.
I think that if people are already getting good engagement on content and stuff, and potential customers commenting and messaging them and stuff, that this is...
I think as an action, anyone listening who isn't currently doing any kind of outreach, or who isn't, identifying those people who are warmed up already, you really should be. Every week, look at your marketing activity, whether it's email marketing, who's replying to your emails, your email newsletter, showing interest, whether it's on social, who's commenting on your stuff, and start to make a list of people who are doing that and also who are your ideal customers. And the kind of absolute ideal would be that they're in your target market and they're the type of company that you already have evidence that you can deliver results for.
Yeah.
So
because you know 100% you can do a good job for them, and you can prove that to them because you've already done it.
yeah. And I think the reason this is working the reason it's working is because not many people are doing it like this. A lot of people are going down the lazy route. One, doing this cold. We've all received those annoying LinkedIn messages.
Yeah.
Hey, just wanted to connect and build my network. It's like, no, you didn't. You just want to sell me something. Two, they're not doing it in the same format. So actually making an effort to create a video, and talking
And for
directly
that
to
person, so you haven't just recorded like a video presentation and just sent it to a load of people. You are you've looked at what that person's doing, and you're saying, "Oh, hi, Sandra. I've been looking at what you've been doing. You've been commenting on our stuff and wanted to reach out."
That's
to you.
the other thing, making it personal as well. And I guess like the key thing is that they've showed a level of interest. Because that's the big mistake I see people making. They're just, oh, you're a certain job title, so I'm going to message you. I want to reach out to CEOs.
They don't wine and dine you. They're going straight in for the kiss, don't they?
Exactly.
Don't want to kiss
And
them.
no one wants that.
No.
So, yeah, this has been working incredibly well. Also, we actually did an episode a while ago about another outreach strategy we tested where, do you remember we sent out weird wig packages?
Yeah.
We did a whole episode on that. I think it was called something like the strategy that achieved 10x, something like that.
Yeah. Sounds brilliant.
Yeah, sounds like. And we basically put these weird packages together and sent out personalized letters to people and things.
So I guess for the listeners, I think a key thing that I've got from what you've been saying is, because we've never been massive on like outbound stuff and what I suppose you're describing as outreach.
Yeah.
But having that like as a tag on to your inbound approach, you can get some really good results from. So not just going, right, we're just going to call 1,000 people. It's like, no, we're going to create content, or we're going to do whatever we do to create people who are already slightly interested, or at least know who we are. We've got their attention already. And then actually sending genuine messages.
Yeah.
And not also showing you've made the effort, because so you're looking and going, oh, this person's commented on my thing on whatever, or on our videos or on our blogs or whatever, and then actually taking the time to look and go, oh, okay, this is a security company in Gravesend in Kent that have a turnover of this much.
Yeah,
they're the sort of people that would have the budget to work with us, that we could provide a return to. And we've worked with lots of similar companies, and we know we could really add value to them. I'm going to send Sandra a message rather than that
shotgun approach where it's like, let's message everyone.
I think that's the key to why you've got 2 conversions from only sending 15 videos. Yeah.
So yeah, if you're listening to this and you don't currently do any outreach, I guarantee there's people in your ecosystem who are showing signs that they're interested, and they're not going to come to you themselves. You need to nudge them. You need to give them that. I was honestly surprised at the results from this, which is why I wanted to do an episode on it, because I was like, this is mental.
I suppose it also for people that have high value products or services, that's who this is best for. Because I was just thinking, when I've said 2 from 15 videos, if people sell like a £2, they're selling this £2 notepad, then they're not going to go to this effort to make £4. But obviously, if you're providing services that you sell for thousands of pounds, like, some of our clients, they have lifetime values of like 5 figures or 6 figures of a customer if they're B2B or whatever. So actually having like 1 conversion from 50 videos could be a worthwhile thing to do.
Exactly. And now what we can make is a predictable marketing system where we know that we need to get people in our target market commenting on our stuff, showing interest. So what do we need to do to achieve that? We need to be producing creative content on an ongoing basis. So now, integrating the Entrepreneur's Operating System, which we spoke about a few episodes ago, we have a scorecard every week where we look at and think, have we had our goal amount of comments from our target market showing interest? Have we sent that goal amount of people videos? and then we can see how, on a predictable basis, how we're performing each week. And if we're not performing, we know we need to scale up the volume of creative videos and things we're producing.
Gives you more control of the business coming in. So if you've got capacity and if it's quieter in your business, you can ramp that up. And if actually you're at a busier time, you can tone it down. And
it's funny looking back when we started, like we didn't have any kind of system. It was like, should we do something? Should we write a blog today? All right.
Well, I think that's the case for a lot of businesses that are starting. They just do stuff. It's like, right,
yeah,
we're starting a business. We should start doing some stuff. And then you gradually find your way. And you're like, oh, that stuff worked, that didn't.
Yeah.
And then obviously over time, and as you grow, you realise you have to have processes in place,
Systems
and a strategy
and processes.
and systems. And I think this outreach is a great part of that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it really. I think this is a shorter episode, but I just wanted to share that with the listeners because as an action, start doing this kind of outreach approach.
Yeah.
It's really worked well for us.
I'd just like to apologise to Chubbs who listens to the podcast because I think you told me that you like the episodes to be about 24 minutes because it's perfect for your commute to work. So if this is a shorter one, I apologise. I would recommend Adele's new album just to fill the last little bit of your journey. Please make sure you pull over before using your phone if you're switching over to that.
One more thing.
Yeah.
We were giving books away, but we haven't done that from the other episode.
No, that episode isn't live yet, is it?
Oh, is it not live yet?
Dan, you're giving away all our secrets.
Sorry,
I think it went live today. Well,
sorry.
not today, obviously, because this is today.
Okay, well, to listeners, we'll be picking those people.
Well, we already have done, haven't we? Because of when this is.
Okay.
You're bloody giving it all away, aren't you?
Oh, sorry about that.
Anyway, so this is live, coming in your ears today.
Oh, Lloyd.
Should we end it?
Yeah.
Okay, right. That was a terrible ending to the podcast. Bye. See you next week. Live in your ears.